Cup so far. Really emerged during the qualification campaign because Logan Costa is their most high-profile player. He's at Villarreal in Spain, but has spent all year trying to recover from an ACL, so still hasn't had the opportunity to play here at this World Cup, never mind in most of the qualifiers. Given away by Pina. Early opportunity perhaps for Argentina to apply some pressure. Rodrigo de Paul harassing Lopez Cabral. It's going to be a bit of a tentative start, isn't it, for Cabo Verde? They know they're up against it. They've got to find their way, feel their way into this game. Argentina will be on that front foot. They will not let them up. They will try and press them high, win the ball in the Cabo Verde's half, and from there they can be deadly. Coming at the back here by Molina, and back with Emi Martinez. One of the two players who played in the match against Jordan, playing in the three of them, Lautaro Martinez, whose namesake at the other end of the field was the other one. Lautaro scoring his first ever World Cup goal in that match against Jordan. So just got a toe on that one, and Romero able to find his goalkeeper. Spraying a little bit, risking a little bit too much there, Argentina. Romero, that pass back to Martinez was very, very nearly intercepted.
That would feel like on one.
The ball just breaking loose off the boot of Nahuel Molina. This is Sidney Lopez Cabral. First touch of the ball for Messi, smothered by Kevin Pina.
Messi.
Back with Argentina's number 10, and maybe a chance to break. It's up towards Lautaro Martinez. Blue and white shirts piling forward.
Oh, I love it.
Martinez.
उजाला देखियो भने राई त्यो रे
Christian Romero, who only played a couple of times in the Premier League in the latter stages of the season from February onwards with a knee injury. Back in time for the World Cup, and our referee Drew Fisher says there was no foul there. Here we go. Yeah, sitting like this, just uses his body, gets his body in the way, and quite comfortably then retains possession, or wins back possession. Thought that the referee handled that very well.
Welcome to our live Argentina versus Cabo Verde. Let's go. अहिले चाहिँ 3:50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 4 मिनट भयो अहिले
A slightly later challenge from De Paul on Sidney Lopez Cabral, just on this left-hand side of the touchline. That's where you're going to, referee was quick on the mark. This is where you can see Cabo Verde are comfortable enough to have the ball in possession, not afraid to get forward. We've seen this challenge earlier on, where Sidney Lopez Cabral just feeling where the Paul was, and in the end, obviously, just gets a little bit of a knock in the face. Need to be a little bit careful then. Lopez Cabral is already served a suspension after yellow cards in both of the opening two matches. Now to some early pressure now into the penalty area it goes from Giovanni Cabral. This is Ryan Mendes. He's their record appearance maker. It is 100th appearance in the Uruguay game. And up to 102 now with this one here. He's nearly centurion in the history of the Cabo Verdean team.
आजको प्रेडिक्सन चाहिँ मेरो के हो भने 4-0 हैन 3-0 to Argentina. All scored by Lionel Messi.
Uruguay is their first ever World Cup goal. One back by De Paul. Messi moving it on. This is McAllister. Now it's with Molina.
Enzo Fernandez of Chelsea.
USA 맞고.
No pressure on Christian Romero whatsoever. Cabo Verde's players just trying to get set. Sharp challenge,
What?
fair one, and Romero in there swiftly on the Costa.
Yeah, it's not the first time we've seen Cabo Verde do that. They sit back, absorb the pressure. They just wait for those little key moments, little triggering moments. The ball gets played in, a player's on a half turn, not quite in the perfect position, then they pounce. They look to try and hit them really quickly on the counter. They've done it in the group stage before as well. Romero's just very, very willing and awake to the danger.
Coutinho took a bit of a chance there. And Romero swiftly into challenge. Breaking loose, this is Fernandez. Dine Borges gets the ball clear, and now here is Mendes. He's got support in the middle. Fancies it for himself, and the deflection off Romero. Said he's big lad to Emiliano Martinez.
Yeah, maybe just took the wrong option there. Mendes plays in support. He waited for a split second. You felt that he was just going to look to lay it off. Instead, he goes for the shot himself, and it was quite easily in the end defended by Argentina. They're the key moments in the game for Cabo Verde. You're going to have to maximise those opportunities when they are quick on the break, trying to catch Argentina out.
Here's Alessandro Martinez, who only played really in the second half of the Premier League season in England with Manchester United, having been recovering from an ACL injury. Greatly interrupted season for him. Messi. Delicately done. The ball. With a chase for McAllister. And Fernandez working it away. Facundo Medina joining in the attack. Giovanni Cabral. Nicely done. Sidney Lopez Cabral. Small, surrounded and out hustled and out manoeuvred.
Yeah, Argentina worked so hard in our possession as well. 4 players closing him down there. Lopez Cabral just had no space to go whatsoever, no support. Argentina very good in wing-back possession quite quickly and quite far up the pitch.
It's McAllister, another busy season for him, 55 appearances for Liverpool before coming to this World Cup. It's a long old chase for Nahuel Molina.
Yeah, because he just touched there, he does really well actually.
Yung game जितेको
Martinez
Usmanani.
was right on him. His first
Number
touch is
60.
excellent. He's under a lot of pressure. Just deals with it so well.
He's the 5th player, 40 years and over, to appear in a knockout match of this year's World Cup. There's hope for everyone. Ronaldo, Luka Modric, Edin Dzeko and Manuel Neuer being the other ones.
That's a great little touch there in midfield for Yogo Cabral. Just so well. Romero just gets called out, dives in too close, and the only way he can stop him from getting
त्यो
close
अघि
is
मैले
bringing him
घुमाइदिएँ
down.
होइन फेरि ड्याङ ड्याङ टाउकोमा
That's what
हायो।
you're going to get at times Cabo Verde in those advanced positions. If they can beat that personal press, they've got an opportunity to try and go at Argentina. But they've got to be really precise. You have know the key moments, when to press, when to lay off.
First ever World Cup for Cabo Verde, 14th World Cup in a row for Argentina. They're 19 in total. Ball played in towards Lautaro Martinez. Martinez leading it, and McAllister away to the far side, happy to spread the play. Romero has got Rodrigo de Paul available nearby.
Interesting when you see Argentina in possession. They can be quite slow sometimes in their build-up. They just reposition themselves up the park. And you see Messi just drifting in the little pockets. And often he's got players on him, but he's not afraid to just give it and get it. One-touch football each time until key moments.
Enzo Fernandez continues his run. Lautaro Martinez waits in the middle. It's an easy collection there for Kevin Pina.
के भयो त अरू थाहेर हाम्रो किपरको अगाडि पाउनु भएन कि
They're a well-structured, disciplined team, aren't they, Cabo Verde?
They are. They've got a really good out as well.
तागलो फिफाको प्रेसिडेन्ट हो
In the front of your picture, it's alongside
Tiene
Carlos
que
Tapia,
puede haber
the
gente.
president of the Argentinian FA.
Kita lihat di
A long list of
bawah.
celebrities inside the stadium today as well. A good many famous former players among them. It's a long, lonely stretch there for Nuno da Costa. Da Costa has come off the bench in the 3 group games, each of them for roughly half an hour at a time. Given his chance from the start in this biggest match of the lot. If you're not too familiar with his work, he plays for Istanbul Başakşehir in the league in the Super League in Turkey.
Yeah, you said just before about Cabo Verde's ability, like defensively really well structured, and their outball. They've just got the 2 wide players, where it's Ryan Mendes, Yolan Cabral. They're very quick, as is Nuno da Costa up front. So they've got really good attacking options and players making the runs in those channels and a lot of support play.
Lisandro Martinez. Romero. Towards Lautaro Martinez. Initially it was Pico Lopez who got the challenge in on him. Cabo Verde, the first nation to go through from the group stages of the World Cup, despite not winning a match for quite a long time, actually, since Chile in the last century, in 1998. And 3 points was enough to get the job done. Rodrigo de Paul, who's been with Inter Miami here in South Florida since the winter transfer window. He played here from the World Cup winners of 4 years ago. Martinez, Romero, and McAllister has wandered over to the near side. And Cabo Verde backpedaling a little bit once more. Slid in, nicely done. Here's Messi, first sighting of goal. Wasn't the best of angles, tried to make the most of it.
Yeah, just scuffed his shot a little bit, didn't he? I mean, his movement was excellent. I mean, there's so many players run up the ball. This is what you see a lot of Argentina. Is that moments of they turn on the pace, and all of a sudden there's a lot of movement. Messi's off on the one in the middle of it, and he just can't quite get his shot on target. It was a bit of a difficult angle. Slightly scuffs it. Vizinha, I think, had it covered as well.
So there are a few pockets of Cabo
David
Verde
Beckham.
fans. There's David Beckham and his wife Victoria. Watching all
डेभिड
of it.
वेगमको बुढी
Home from home
Victoria.
really for him these days and for her too. Of course, heavily involved with Inter Miami.
Alan भन्ने खेलेर
Their stadium actually, their newly
अस्ति
built
खेलेर
stadium
जितिसक्यो
is
Round of
11
16
and a half
गइसक्यो
miles away from here.
फेरि
It's
खेल्छ
the
है?
Clarks down there.
अर्को गेममा सेलेक्ट भइसक्यो कि
5 को लाने हैन हामीले
Lisandro Martinez.
कसले अँ
सुदेश चाहिँ किन्ने अरूलाई आफ्नो
Molina. Team, of course, this year trying to do something that most have found too difficult. They're trying to become only the 3rd country to win the World Cup back-to-back. Italy did it in the 1930s and Brazil in 58 and 62. That's it. Almada. Leading Duarte, Mary Darks. To Messi.
Masalah.
Challenged under the referee. Close free kick conceded. The tackle from Giovanni Cabral.
Yeah, it's that movement, isn't it? That little quick movement off the ball. Messi's got a ton of pace there. Just gets there, well, I'm not sure.
It looked like he might have got there first.
Yeah, I think he's a bit unfortunate there. I thought it was a pretty good challenge and very, very close. You can see why the Cabo Verde players weren't particularly happy with that.
First real suggestion of an opportunity here.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's prime sort of position, isn't it, for Argentina, for that man, Lionel Messi. Obviously, got a number of players that strike the ball from that sort of distance, but he's the man they generally turn to. He poses the biggest threat.
I think just making sure everybody's as far back as you would like them to be. And 6 goals directly from the free kick in the World Cup finals this year so far. Messi has scored on one of them. Still trying to make the referee send
त्यो यहाँ ट्याटु हाने नि त्यो रेडमा वर्ल्ड कप जितेर हाम्रो
back towards their own goal.
नोटिफिकेसन आइसक्यो गाइज इट्स अ गोल है फ्रम अ डाइरेक्ट फ्री किक
Messi takes it. Rosinha.
फेक नोटिफिकेसन आएछ
Good to try, Bray. You could see the idea there, looking for Ryan Mendes.
Yeah, you could. I mean, it was a free kick that you'd expect Rosinha to save. He's picked the spot, Messi, didn't he? I mean, it wasn't really the jump on the wall from that side of
सरी
it.
छ
Not really doing its job. Rosinha was aware of it. It's a pretty simple take for the goalkeeper in the end.
Record extending 30th appearance at the World Cup finals for
What?
Messi today. And
What? Wait,
Marino-
what?
Messi was almost in.
Wow, almost an incredible touch, an incredible layout to Messi. Losing just slightly out of his reach. Messi was very quick.
Dine. This is Rosinha. Second time he's tried something like that and got away with it both times so far. Might be a dangerous game. Quick to break, and now with Sidney Lopez Cabral. Morera can't find a way through there. Quick to regroup, and it was the block made by Alexis McAllister, the ball, McAllister.
Yeah, Almada was there as well. It's really good work rate off the ball from Argentina. You can just see every time they're out of possession, they just work so hard to try and win the ball back quickly. That turnover is exceptional.
त्यो 7 नम्बर जहिले मेसीलाई हेरेर बसेको कि
Into the ball. Now Molina. The space there, dropping away from it, dropping away from the traffic to collect possession, and he's now trotting his way into the penalty area. Comfortably collected in midfield by Kevin Pina. Looking for the opportunity to send the pass away on the far side to Mendes. Laros Duarte into Giovanni Cabral.
सब अर्जेन्टिनाको फ्यानले निलै देखा स्टेडियममा
0 Duarte, away to Pina. Pina worth keeping an eye on the number 6. There is an opportunity to get in a shot from the 30-yard range. He might be the man to let fly. His goal that he scored against Uruguay was from distance. It's not the first time that he's done that in a big game for his country either.
You see, I mean, even looking, watching Pavel Verde in possession, there's just no fear. That's how we've seen him play so far in this tournament. Absolutely no fear.
Oh, that was frustrating there for Lopez Cabral. Good opportunity.
Yeah, it's him. He's just got to be a little bit careful. He might be able to do it twice against this Argentinian side, but
I wouldn't be doing that too often against Lautaro Martinez.
no. I mean, I think he knows. Well, I hope he knows not to try that again. Certainly not in this half.
What about Lionel Scaloni? The way that he manages this team, he uses a deft hand, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. I mean, obviously the work is done leading up to the game. Of course, he is the one that's obviously pulling the strings from the touchline, but in general, the team is so well drilled, so well organised, and they just carry out the instructions, the style of football, the work rate, all that comes into play. These players are obviously highly demanding of each other.
It was interesting after the last game when Lionel Messi came off the bench. I think someone in the media conference said, "Oh, when you send Messi on, did you tell him what to do and what you needed him to?" And he said, "You're joking, aren't you?" I'm not going to tell Messi how to play football.
Offside.
Messi trying to tiptoe clear, but three defenders from Cabo Verde combined to get it off him. A sturdy and solid defending from Romero, but Kevin Pina brings it away. And he's got Ryan Mendes on the far side. Steven Moreira is also up there. And now in possession. Moreira back in the team today. The right back. He's with Columbus Crew. Plays his football here in the USA. Defender of the year in the MLS a couple of years ago.
खाँदै हेर्नुभयो कस्तो
Second time in the last couple of minutes it's
सबले
broken down on this near side.
First one, he just took his eye off the ball a little bit. This time, just tried to possibly do a little bit too much on the ball, really. Well, then put his foot on the ball, looked to come out, wanted to take on the ball, and the ball didn't actually have to do much at all.
Cabo Verde had made it through the opening quarter of the match.
Có chữ trong thi phường gì अब हामीलाई पेनल्टी मिस्टेक गरेको
कसले
यस्तो भन्छ त नि मलाई त त्यहाँ गएर जाऊ फ्री किक हानेर हुन्छ गोल हानेर हुन्छ पेनल्टी हान्न सक्नु पनि नरहेको पेनल्टी
Games this World Cup so far. Rodrigo de Paul.
योभन्दा अगाडि पेनल्टी हानेर जितिसक्यो वर्ल्ड कप भन्दा
Dine getting his head on.
There's going to be moments in the game where
त्यो मेस्सीकै हेटरहरू छैन यति अनोइङ हुन्छ कि तिनीहरू होइन तिनीहरूसँग केही बोलेर जित्न सक्दैन कि मेस्सीकै हेटर हो कि बढी पहिला तिनीहरू मेस्सीकै हेटर हो त्यसपछि रोनाल्डोको फ्यान हो त्यसपछि बल्ल फुटबल फ्यान हो कि मेस्सीको फ्यानहरू होइन चाहिँ पहिला फुटबल फ्यान हो बल्ल मेस्सीको फ्यान हो कि
ये प्रॉब्लम खड्का खाका हो तो मैले झ्याउरे छ एनमा हेरेको यो मन सबभन्दा मन पनि यो हुन्छ यस्तो कि यो र अलमोस्ट त मलाई मर्ने पर्यो
वाट्सअप के भइरहेछ गेम के हो नि 0-0 चलिरहेछ के भडले राम्रो डिसिजन के अरे डिफेन्डिङ हानिरहेछ मेस्सीले फ्री किक अलि मेस्सीको फ्री किक सेभ हान्यो जोस अर्जेन्टिनाको हाफमा बल चाहिँ पुगेको छैन घरिघरि काउन्टर अट्याक हुँदा फेरि पुग्छ जस्तो गर्छ तर केटाहरूले बल चाहिँ बिचैमा उ गरे रिकभर गरे नत्र चाहिँ अर्जेन्टिनाले पनि अट्याक चाहिँ हानिरहेको तर त्यस्तो त्यो के अरे गोल अटेम्प्ट सर्ट अन टार्गेट टाइपको चाहिँ अलि भएको छैन हान्न पाएन त्यही हो यार हाइड्रेसन ब्रेक चलिरहेको अहिले
दाइ लगातार एउटै उसले कन्ट्रीले जितेको रेकर्ड छ कि छैन?
छ
कुन कन्ट्री?
सायद एउटा त ब्राजिल है, एउटा ब्राजिलले 2 चोटि लगातार जिते है।
ब्राजिलको त पारै
ब्राजिलले एकचोटि जित्यो अनि अर्को वर्ष नि जित्यो अनि अर्को वर्ष हार्यो अनि फेरि अर्को वर्ष जित्यो गरेर जित्यो क्या पेलेको बेलामा।
पेलेले जित्यो त्यत्रो
त्यसले खेलेको होइन नि। त्यति बेला वर्ल्ड कप भन्थेन कि जुल्स रिमेट ट्रफी भन्ने हुन्थ्यो। ट्रफी पनि यस्तो हुन्थेन, अर्कै एउटा कुन हो केटीले यसरी त्यो उचाले जस्तो थियो कि। अनि त्यति बेला अलि अगाडिसम्म चाहिँ 16 टिम थियो, 16 टिम हुन्थे। त्यसपछि 32 भएर अहिले 48 आएको हो। पहिला पहिला चाहिँ त्यही 4-5 टिमले मात्रै खेल्थ्यो अरे कि वर्ल्ड कप। 4-5 टिमले जसले धेरै पोइन्ट लिएर आयो त्यसले वर्ल्ड कप जित्ने गरेर खेल्थ्यो। इटालीले पनि गरे होला सायद, गरे जस्तो लाग्छ। इटालीले हो कि जर्मनीले?
With more than enough time in possession. Does Cabo Verde just get into position and dig in? Raul Molina, who's singing
Prediction मेरो 3-0 to Argentina. All 3 goals scored by Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Goal! All 3 goals scored by Lionel Messi.
What a goal, what a play from Argentina. That moment of turning at the pace.
Nice
The
try,
ball, a superb ball. It's the Sandro Martinez's ball on the back.
होइन ल ह्याट्रिक हान्यो भने ल तिमीहरू 50 अब 2 गोल हान्यो भने अब 2 गोल हान्यो भने 50 प्राइस। अफसाइड छैन
It's brilliant. What a touch to the outside of his left foot.
किपर हेरेरै
Just stumped it.
बिचाराहरु हिजो
Gives the
क्रोएसियाले
goalkeeper no
अफसाइड
chance. What a goal. That is Messi prime.
क्रोएसियामै थियो
We've seen it so many times before,
त अबैलाई के
but every time it is deeply impressive. He is absolutely lethal.
को भगवानले
गोल हान्यो
From Argentina,
हाम्रो लाइभ सबैले हेरिरहेको
Sandro Martinez's ball is unbelievable. It really is. I mean, the weight on it, the direction, the weight was world
नमस्ते
class.
है, नमस्ते सबिन दाई, प्रियाले नमस्ते भने। कम अन मेस्सी, शो देम हु यु आर।
मेरो पोर्चुगल के गर्यो
Goodness me, this stadium's come alive with that goal. It must feel like they're playing in Buenos Aires. Everybody here, it seems, a couple of small pockets of Cabo Verdean fans, but the whole stadium, a sea of Argentina shirts.
Yeah, it's pretty much just
तिनीहरूलाई एउटा कुरा थाहा यो वर्ल्ड कपमा
stripes, isn't it? And we see a little
अमेरिकन सरकारले
the dark blue of Cabo Verde.
कति हजार
It is
अर्जेन्टिनाको भिजा रिजेक्ट गरे अरे कि।
And most of them in the crowd are jumping up and down.
तिनीहरू गेम हेर्न आएको अरे होइन,
Our commentary position is beyond
तर तिनीहरूको आर्थिक अवस्था चाहिँ लास्टै सिरियस थियो अरे के। मतलब आफ्नो छोरीलाई पनि खाना खुवाउन नसक्ने टाइपको आर्थिक अवस्था के।
now.
तर उनीहरूले यताउता ऋण लिएर के गरेर गेम हेर्न आइदियो अरे कि। यस्तो क्रेजी छ कि। अनि तिमीहरू अब छोरीलाई खुवाउन सक्दैन, यत्रो ऋण गरेर के गर्छ भने तिनीहरूको टिकट क्यान्सल गरिदियो कि।
The touch and the finish was up there with the very, very best. So you've got to put it in perspective. Now you've got to regroup,
टिकट
get
को
yourselves together,
कहाँ हजारमा पाउँछ?
refocus,
लाख
and go again. Because up
फाइनल
until that point,
टिकट चाहिँ
they've been
50-60 लाख कति थियो?
And they're limited
म त लाग्यो
goal scoring opportunities.
यिनीहरू यो अस्ति अस्ति भएको थियो ग्रुप स्टेज गेम थियो नि, तिनीहरूको 3-4 लाख
just
पर्छ।
to show you what level
यिनीहरूको चाहिँ
of
त्यो
they
10-15 लाख
to
पर्छ।
try and compete against a team like Argentina. And of course, that
अब
type
त
of
नकआउट
goal
सर
from
हुन्छ।
Lionel Messi.
Games like this, I imagine, Mark, it's not just a physical
फेरि
intensity of the games, but mentally training as well. The concentration has to be 100%.
नमस्ते नमस्ते रे है, हिजो रोनाल्डोले हानेको अफसाइड गोल जस्तै हानेको रहेछ।
It's just the unpredictability.
तर यो त क्लियरली अफसाइड छैन नि त गोल हो रन लिँदाखेरि हेर न
In this occasion, your centre half, Lisandro Martinez, who picks out a wonder pass for one of the best players on the planet ever.
Argentina with 3 attempts on goal so far, with little over half an hour played. Lionel Messi's had all 3 of them.
त्यहाँ अर्जेन्टिनाको मान्छेहरू आमा सबै यार
Central attention yet.
Well, it's fascinating to watch him. It's not like he's that one focal point. It's the movement off the ball. It's flying into those little gaps.
23
Layoffs, one-touch football. Then when he needs to, takes an extra touch, and we see a finish like that.
This is extraordinary actually. He looks as if he's not doing anything after touch. But he just knows where to stand, and then before you know it, he's just dropped into space, he collects possession.
Well, they know that every time they get the ball, they just walk up, and Messi will be making himself available, just like you said. Just walks the right parts of it. But he doesn't do anything else, because he's so good on the ball. With the right passing, at times it's very simple, and other times he can pick out a wonder pass himself, or create an unbelievable opportunity like that.
There's McAllister, half century of caps now for him with his appearance tonight. Messi feeding it wide. Naval Molina. Thiago Almada. Cabral away from De Paul. It's nicely done by Cabo Verde. Good turn by Cabral. But just not being given an inch out there in midfield.
Yeah, it's that swarming effect, isn't it, from Argentina? The minute they're in position, try and regain it as quickly as possible, and they just swarm them. And if they don't get the ball, it's a light foul. It's a breakdown of play, regroup, start again. They're very, very good at it.
Wow.
त्यो उसमा नराखे त सिमेन्टमा राख अर्जेन्टिनाको फ्यान्सहरू मात्रै भनेको यार स्टेडियम भरि हेर न ल सब ब्लू एन्ड व्हाइट मात्रै छ कि
Lisandro Martinez, who
त्यो डार्क ब्लू पनि के अरे अर्जेन्टिनाकै जर्सी हो अवे जर्सी
Medina waiting patiently on the far touchline as his teammates tend to look elsewhere, but
7 गोल हाने यार यो टुर्नामेन्टमा योभन्दा त्यो अघिल्लो टुर्नामेन्टमा
Almada.
पुरै वर्ल्ड कप जित्दाखेरि मेसीले 7 गोल हानेको थियो यास फेरि टपमा आयो
Golden Boot race being led by that man there. One ahead of
आज ह्याट्रिक हान्दियो भन्थ्यो कि
Ball, again, it just gets better and better every time you watch him. His touch
आज ह्याट्रिक हान्दियो
is
भने
just so
त
Messi-esque. And finish just cool,
तर मलाई के लाग्छ भने
precise,
हान्छ होला
under enormous pressure.
Messi has now scored in his last 8 appearances at the World Cup finals. That's a record as well, of course. And he scored 12 goals.
Well, that's the way he's playing. I mean, he just looks phenomenal. He looks in phenomenal shape. He's moving off the ball. He's moving with the ball. His interaction with his team.
किन पेनाल्टी हान्न पर्दैन पेनाल्टी नहानिकन 7 गोल हान्थ्यो कि भन्दा तिमीहरूको पेनाल्टी जोडेर 3 गोल हाम्रो पेनाल्टी नहानी 7 गोल सोल्टी होइन हाम्रो बहिनीहरूको स्कुलमा पुरै डिबेट चलिरहेको क्या रोनाल्डो र मेसीको बिपासाको पनि प्रियाको पनि अफसाइड
Looking for the forward-moving figure of Molina, who I think was more than aware that he was in an offside position.
Yeah, went early, didn't he? Went early. He was expecting the pass to be played maybe a couple of touches before, and then he was obviously out of position there. Romero's in possession. He's waiting for that ball over, and by the time he gets to McAllister, he's in a long way in an offside position. Yeah, they can get their understanding wrong sometimes, this Argentina side.
Morera into Laros Duarte. Pina.
रेफ्री दुईटा देशको बाहेक अरू देशको खासमा रेफ्रीहरूको छुट्टै ट्रेनिङ हुन्छ रेफ्रीहरू पनि पहिलेदेखि ट्रेनिङ गरेर सिलेक्सन गरेर आएको हुन्छ कि प्रपर रेफ्रीकै लागि आएको हुन्छ कि फिफाले नै उ गरेर राखेको हुन्छ कि रेफ्रीहरूको पनि सङहरू हुन्छ
फेरि ऊहरू हुन्छ
Special note for the Duarte brothers in the heart of midfield for Cabo Verde. One replaced the other in one of the group
फाइनलमा रेफ्रीहरूले नि मेडल पाउँछ
field at the start for this one.
Well, it's an amazing journey for this whole team, the whole nation. Every one of them will be pinching themselves of what an incredible journey they've had so far. You know what? They're not out of it just yet.
Duarte, the Dutch contingent, won a couple of under-21 caps for the Netherlands before nailing his colours to the Cabo Verdean mast.
Just a little bit disappointing on occasion. Hit yourself in a good possession.
Well, there's Shakira
Sakira
नक्कली काङ्ग्रेस
taking in the match with her son tonight.
साकिरे अर्जेन्टिना रहेछ
होइन होला मेक्सिको भयो भोक लागेर हेर्न नसक्ने अरू के अर्थ त गएर सुत्ने त खानेकुरो केही छैन सर्टपट अहिले
खाँदा खाँदा अगाइसक्यो भने
ए मै अगाइसकेँ अस्ति चाहिँ मिठो भएको थियो अगाइ आएको बेला
मैले बनाएको
त्यो त
टुरिनमा त धेरै उस भएको त
वर्ल्ड कपमा स्पेनले 8 गोल हानेको थियो पुरै वर्ल्ड कपमा टप स्कोरर डेभिड भिलाले 5 अहिले यो वर्ल्ड कपमा त के भएको मेसीले 7 एम्बापे 6 हालान्ड 5 जस्ट 4 म्याचमा क्रेज यो वर्ल्ड कप त गोल फेस्ट हो क्या बुझ्यौ नि गोल महोत्सव हो क्या सोल्टी यो वर्ल्ड कप त आफूले हान्न पर्ने चम्किन पर्ने प्लेयरहरू सबैले हाने त्यही एउटा लामिन यामालले हाने होइन अरू त्यो नाम चलेको प्लेयरहरूले सबैले हाने 2010 वर्ल्ड कपमा स्पेनले वर्ल्ड कप जितेको हो नि त होइन स्पेनले जित्दाखेरि पुरै टुर्नामेन्टभरि स्पेनले कति गोल हानेको थाहा 8 गोल हानेर जितेको
Nobody in the middle. Lopez Cabral.
गाह्रो पार्यो
Area of attacking play here.
क्लियर
किपर त कहाँ
Mendes easily cleared. Pico Lopez chases. Fully committed.
तर धेरै जस्तै यता कहाँ
ल के गर्ने समाते तर
Opportunity there for Cabo Verde to get a
फल दियो
unfortunately.
अनि दाले पनि हेरे सोल्टी
आना भन्नु
अनि के अरे गोल हुँदा गोल रे
From Argentina, they came to see.
Yeah, there's an enormous amount of expectation on this Argentinian side. It goes without saying they're one of the greats of World Cup of football.
यता हान
There
दाजु
is an enormous expectation not only in this stadium but I'm sure all over the world and also back in Argentina. And so far they're delivering. Probably their fans would like it a little bit more comfortable, and certainly the players.
अन्त नि छ त्यहाँ छ अन्त नि छ यतापट्टि हो कि यतापट्टि
McAllister into the ball. 90th cap for Rodrigo de Paul tonight. Started every match 4 years ago in Qatar when they won the World Cup.
रोद्रिगो
ए समात
के पाउनु पर्ने
Not a foul one by Alex Duarte.
Yes.
Back by Messi. Whipping that one off the toes of Lopez Cabral. McAllister. Molina.
I respect Messi भन्दै रेस्पेक्ट हुन्छ कि डिसरेस्पेक्ट गरी गरी पठायो कि
Rodrigo de Paul.
बोला न
Bounces off the boot of Enzo Fernandez. Here's Messi, and the flag is up on the near side for offside.
There you can see the ball there.
पेनल्टी
अफसाइड भयो अफसाइड भयो
The ball to go further out.
के
It wasn't for
अफसाइड
Enzo Fernandez. He wasn't to know, but
रिक्सन के रे
unfortunately for Argentina, it sort of breaks down that he's in offside position
Get off.
anyway.
अघि बेचिले इबिस
Featured this World Cup for left back for Argentina as well, for Pedro Medina of Marseille.
हान्यो
played sporadically since he made his debut.
Freaks.
He really hasn't featured too much, but
तर अनि त्यो एसिस्ट
started the
भनेको
first
के हो
two games here.
असिस्ट भनेको
For this one, remember,
मेसीले
most
गोल
of the
हान्यो
players
नि
were rested for the
मेसीलाई
last
जसले
15.
पास देखायो त्यसले चाहिँ असिस्ट गर्यो भन्न मिल्छ कि
Again, it
असिस्ट गर्ने होइन के हो केही कुरामा हेल्प गर्ने
was
होइन
struggling to get anywhere near Emi Martinez, the Argentina
त
goalkeeper.
के फरक
Yeah, they are. I mean,
त्यसको चाहिँ असिस्ट काउन्ट हुन्छ कि
limited in his possession, they just drop back into shape. But there's another occasion there, it just looked like he wanted to occupy space. And as Argentina are looking to come out, Romero come in and close down the run of Fernandes just in the area where he feels like, well, I'm going to prevent him from playing that lane, that ball right. No space for him to find anyone. He just reads the situation really well. We've done it on a number of occasions in this first 45.
फाइनलमा हुन्छ
Goalkeeper when the ball is not being
सबैलाई
controlled.
जित्दै गयो भने दुइटैले
Is it easy to just lose your concentration?
रोनाल्डोले ग्रुप स्टेजको
Potentially.
तिनटै गेम जित्या भए क्वार्टर फाइनलमा पर्थ्यो हामी
A player like Emi,
अनि त हेरे यसपालि
because he's playing
ओइ
for Argentina.
के हो मेसीलाई के गरे
I like this all the time. They, most of the time, have a lot of possession. They dictate the pace of play.
तर किन
He's used to coming in out of games.
Messi sending it
Let's
forward
go.
looking for Lautaro Martinez and Rostinha
स्पेसँग हार्यो भने के हुन्छ
inside
Gordon.
the area.
Yeah, just those key moments as goalkeeper in these sort of games where your team's mostly in possession, you know that they're going to be maybe only one moment.
हो सोल्डे टिभीबाट हो यहाँ टिभी जोडे उदाको घरको त्यो हामीले पहिला
Martinez
युट्युब हेर्ने टिभी यता लिएर आएर टिभी जोडेर यो यहाँ फुपूको घर चाहिँ नेट पहिला जोड्ने बेलामै उ गराएर रहेछ कि
is absolutely
त्यो टिभीको सेटअप बक्सहरू छोड्दा रहेछ अनि त्यही भएर
that whole ball, the ball
सजिलो
to
भयो
Martinez,
होइन
and then Messi's touch and finish. That is
हाम्रो अर्को भयो त्यहाँ वेलकम प्रीति भनेर देखाउँछ
brilliant to watch.
म त त्यो इङ्ग्लिस हान्ने के
It's another record, the 8th successive World Cup match that he scored in.
त्यो नेटहरू त नि एउटा दाइले त पैसा पर्दैन भन्थ्यो म माला चिसो भएर
By the way, Argentina have lost only one of the last 50 matches they've played at the World Cup. It's when they scored first. It was the game 4 years ago against Saudi Arabia. It's something that doesn't happen terribly often, clearly.
But who would guess that would have been Saudi Arabia to have broken that record? I mean, crazy, isn't it? On that run.
Set wide off the boot of Enzo Fernandez.
कबड्डी खेल्नु देखेको
कोलम्बियाको छ होला
Last minute of the
कोलम्बिया र घाना होइन के हो मलाई बिहान 7 बजेतिर छ होला
7:15 सुरु हो
दाइ हिजो क्या मैले रिल्दै उसको पठाएको गरेर पेलले गर्दा
Lautaro Martinez. The
किपर राम्रो हो क्या त्यो किपर लास्टै राम्रो हो क्या
Coutinho to
यो किपरको
Enzo Fernandez.
वर्ल्ड कप खेल्नभन्दा अगाडि वर्ल्ड कपको पहिलो गेम खेल्नभन्दा अगाडि 33 हो कि समथिङ कति 1000 फलोवर थियो अरे इन्स्टाग्राममा अनि त्यो पहिलो गेम पछि चाहिँ 17 मिलियन भयो कि
Sandro Martinez have fought in
वर्ल्ड कप त वाइल्ड गेम हो कि वाइल्ड
possession here.
Yeah, they did that really well, don't they? Just controlling the pace of the game. They like to slow it down. Moving around, let the ball move, trying to
But
drive players out of
except
position,
for
slow down the position.
यो के
You see-
Eh.
you see Fernandes,
तिमीहरूलाई अर्को एउटा कुरा थाहा
Martinez up front.
यो केप भर्डले अहिलेसम्म एक गोल पनि खाएको छैन कि क्या हो
We're just going into a minimum of 4 additional minutes here at the end of the first half as a tip towards Messi. And just a
तर
little
धेरै
bit.
जस्तो चाहिँ हाम्रो फिल्डमा आएन क्या है
I should think
कस्तो धेरै छ
Cabo Verde will be quite happy to go in at 1
भन्ने
minute
कि
to
हाम्रो
manage that.
उसमा यतापट्टिको
Yeah, we see his chance in it.
ब्राकेटमा
The time Martinez doesn't get there, but the
क्या छैन त
goes
नि
forward. The first player to react is Enzo Fernandez. Just doesn't quite get the strike away to save that I'd expect Rosina to make.
Experienced goalkeeper Coutinho, the 40-year-old of Chavez in Portugal, quite well travelled as well. He's played in Slovakia, in Cyprus and Moldova. He's been the man in goal for a long, long time for this team.
ए खाएको रहेछ
Played
यो
in all 4 of
उयोसँग
their appearances, their tournament appearances at the Africa Cup of Nations, and twice they've got to the quarter-finals in that run. Rodrigo de Paul,
बेसी बेसी
Molina, Argentina still hoping they can finish the first half in style and give themselves a little bit of extra elbow room here.
त्यहाँ वर्ल्ड कपको त्यो स्टेडियमको मान्छेहरूले
Lovely little flick there.
सबैले त्यहाँ अर्जेन्टिनाको गीत गाइरहेको के
Bringing it forward, no joy for Cabral. Romero makes
आज
it right.
बिहान 7:45 मा छ सोल्टी यताको 7:45 भनेपछि त्यो त 10 बज्छ होला
Messi concedes the free kick.
ल
Yeah, once again. Great example of Argentina. Messi loses the ball. You see everyone. Lautaro Martinez sprinting back. Everybody trying to win the ball back as quickly as possible.
दाइ मार्टिनेजको जर्सी
युरुगेले हाने रहेछ 2 गोल
दाइ मार्टिनेजको जर्सी
Enzo Fernandez.
मार्टिनेजको जर्सी मगाइदिनु
Underneath, he doesn't quite get that
23.
angle right, and so the power on the ball.
This is Pico Lopez.
अनि गयो नानी
Cabo Verde with an extraordinary run recently. They've only lost one of the last 8.
होइन सोल्टी स्विजरल्यान्ड होला स्विजरल्यान्ड
8 wins in that
हो कि
time.
के हो कुन्नि
November of 2024. They lost in March when they played Chile in New Zealand. Actually, they were beaten by 4 goals to 2. The only defeat they've had since late 2024. Tidied up by Argentina's back line and Lisandro Martinez. This is McAllister.
तपाईँले हाम्रो सानो दिदी देखाउन पर्ने के वर्ल्डमा
The ball.
तिमीहरूलाई के थाहा थियो र सानैदेखि योभन्दा अगाडि त तिमीहरूलाई बालै थिएन
के भन्ने
आइज योभन्दा अगाडि त
Also additional time before the break.
त्यही त सोल्टी क्वार्टर फाइनलमा हो योभन्दा यो पछि पनि राउन्ड अफ 16 हुन बाँकी छ नि त त्यही भएर भनेको
अघिल्लो अघिल्लो वर्षमा छ
त्यही भएर नेक्स्ट होइन कि नेक्स्टको नेक्स्ट हो कि कोलम्बिया
Medina.
बोली चाहिँ बोलायो
Lautaro Martinez.
Huh?
Looking a little bit deeper. Alexis McAllister. Ball just checking back.
यो बोल्नेलाई पनि प्र्याक्टिस दिया हुन्छ होला नि एन्ट्री
प्र्याक्टिस होइन यिनीहरू 20-30 वर्ष भइसक्यो अन्त बोलेको
स्टेडियम र कसरी थन्छ आज यस्तो यस्तो
With Romero, they're just playing out the final moments of this first half.
बोल्दा नि केही छिर्नु पऱ्यो
सक्यो
That'll do it. There's the half-time whistle.
ल सोल्टी मेरो फोनमा धेरै चार्ज छैन एकछिन हाफ टाइमसम्म म बन्द गर्छु है
Brilliant is the difference between the two teams here in this first half. It was a